going to continue our discussion of internalism and externalism today. And we're going to discuss something that didn't come up quite so explicitly last time, but Bonjour brings it up in his piece. It's that externalism is often thought to be a solution to some major problems we've discussed in epistemology. The first of those problems is the regress problem. So externalism is sometimes thought to solve this. So remember the problem of the regress of justification. It appears that each belief needs to be justified by a further belief, and then that belief needs to be justified by a further belief, and on and on and on, leading to an infinite regress, whereby nothing would be justified. Now, a common response to this, we looked at three. We looked at foundationalism, coherentism, and infinitism, and as we've noted in class, and as Bonjour notes, foundationalism is the most popular response. And what it does is it says, look, there are these foundational beliefs, there are these basic beliefs, and that's where the regress stops. Now, here's the issue. If the basic beliefs, or the fundamental beliefs, as we're calling them, were justified internally, so as an internalist might say, it seems like they couldn't be basic. There'd have to be other beliefs on which they'd be based, because there'd have to be some justification for it, some other belief. So it looks like maybe the internalists can't give a foundationalist account. Now, people have argued that that's not true, but some people have thought, yeah, the foundationalist can't be an internalist. The only way we can be a foundationalist is to say that the believer doesn't need to have any cognitive grasp of the reasons for the truth of their belief. That person doesn't need to possess the reason or possess their justification. And that just sounds like externalism, this view that you can be justified in something even if you don't possess the justification in your cognitive grasp, even if you don't have access to it. And so the idea here is just that a belief being caused in a reliable manner is an externalist justification for a basic belief, maybe a perceptual one or an introspective belief. It's an externalist justification, but it doesn't rely on any sort of justification from another belief as the internalist would have to give. So it allows for a foundationalist to really stop the regress. That at least is the idea that internalism or externalism really helps them. Externalism is also thought sometimes to be a response to Cartesian skepticism. So remember, we had these skeptical doubts, and in order to reach the skeptical conclusion, Descartes tried to show that we can doubt the truth of each of our beliefs, or at least each of our beliefs about the external world. But according to the externalist, it doesn't matter. A belief can still be justified even if we can doubt its truth. Why? Well, if the belief was formed through a reliable process, it's justified, according to the externalist, regardless of whether it can be doubted or not. Because indubitability isn't a feature of justification. What makes something justified, according to the externalist at least, is that it was formed from a reliable process. Because of this, such beliefs can be knowledge. So that's the sort of picture that the externalist can give in response to the Cartesian skeptic. So I'm not saying these are great responses or they're correct, but many people have thought a couple of the virtues of externalism are that they allow for a response to the regress problem of justification, and they allow for a response to Cartesian skepticism. And these are two big problems in epistemology we've already discussed.